everybody, I'm Gregory Dillon, and welcome back to another episode of Boy Meets Beauty. Thanks for tuning in. So, my third video, the last one for 2014. If you haven't seen the others, head over there and check them out. Changing it up today, I'm not going to do a little review, but going to kind of share some DIY, that's do-it-yourself, kitchen beauty hacks. Now, I'm going to make a disclaimer. I do not want you all to start getting ready in your kitchen. It's going to be super awkward if you're in like your bathrobe and curlers, doing your makeup with like yogurt on your face while your little brother is trying to eat his pancakes or his Cheerios. So what these are supposed to be not so much replacements for your daily products, but something fun and different to try, or a fill-in if you ran out of something, or if you are like visiting somewhere and you don't have that product with you. So there's like a gajillion things that you can use in your pantry. Like if you really look for it, your pantry is basically like Sephora. Just Google it or go on Pinterest and you will see like tons and tons and tons of all of these like kitchen hacks. So you can see I have a little spread here today to share with you. These are a couple that I've tried over the last few days that I like, that I think you guys may like too. Super easy, super cheap, and honestly fun. So let's dive in and get to it. My first one is baking soda. I know, that was the first time baking soda ever got a drum roll, trust me. Baking soda. So, I mean, this is like 35 cents. This is probably gonna be the cheapest beauty hack you'll ever get. But what I love about baking soda is that you can add this to any basic like creamy cleanser or even like gel cleanser. I have a little bit of like a milky cleanser here, and turn it into a gentle exfoliator. The little gentle granules of the baking soda will gently polish the skin, but what I like about it is they're going to be nice and soft on the skin. They're not going to be harsh, and they're going to dissolve as you use it. So you just take a little bit of cleanser, a spot of baking soda. I'm going to mix it up with a cute. You can totally do this in your hands too. And mix it up, and that's going to make like a little exfoliating cleanser for you. And it'll just totally rinse away and just polish the skin really gently. I love it for that. So easy, efficient. You can also use this to brush your teeth. Not the cleanser and the baking soda, just the baking soda. What I love too, if you have like a little beauty 911, if you have been using maybe like a home peel or mask and you overdid it, maybe you left it on too long, maybe it was new and you had a reaction, get a little basic moisturizer, pepper it with a little bit of that baking soda, and the alkalinity of the baking soda will neutralize any of the continuing acid activity on the skin from like a glycolic or a lactic. And it's going to help to chill the skin out. So it almost acts like a little bit of like a creamy Band-Aid for that. So I'm sure this is in your fridge somewhere or in your pantry. Go pick it up, check it out. Super easy and efficient. And I was impressed with it. It totally works. Not going to replace my regular scrubs and exfoliators, but in a pinch. So moving on, next one. Let's go to this guy, coconut oil. Coconut oil is like the Kim Kardashian of pantry products right now. Everybody is talking about coconut oil. You're swishing it in your mouth doing oil pulling. You're using it to take off eye makeup, using it as a body lotion, using it as face cream, using it as like a hair conditioner. It's endless. And I have to say, I've tried a whole bunch of them. It's great for dry spots and dry skin. Use it on your cuticles. I would be cautious of using it on my face because it's super rich. It's loaded with omega fatty acids though, so it's actually super duper nourishing on the skin. What's cool about coconut oil is that when you get it, it's like a salad, you know? But as you scoop it out, you just take a little bit, and you'll see when you emulsify it, like warm it, it turns into like an oil. So my favorite go-to for this is for my hair. So what I'll do is just like this, towel dry your hair, and just massage it into the hair and pull it through any like split ends or dead ends. It's totally gonna help to repair, smooth and seal the cuticle, and leave the hair super shiny and repaired. It's one of the best things that I've done actually when I fried my hair. Leave it on overnight as a hair mask. It rinses totally clean, and it doesn't weigh the hair down. You just have to make sure you rinse it really well and rinse it with cold water. But I'm super impressed. Now, when you use it on your body, it does get like a little slick, you know? So I'm like, Make sure you don't overdo it. If you're using it on your feet in the bathroom, be really careful. You don't want to slip and fall because then you're not going to be able to come back and watch my videos. It's going to make me cry. But coconut oil, this was about like $5 or $6 at Trader Joe's. Give it a shot if you haven't tried this as a beauty hack yet. This is probably my favorite, so we'll give that a Gregory, ta-da, an award. Moving on to the next one, let's do something fun. Like, let's say you're having a little at-home beauty night, you got a couple girlfriends over, a glass of wine, if you're 21, and you want to do like a little mani-pedi thing, and you don't have any scrubs. What are you going to do? You're going to go to the pantry, you're going to get a little raw sugar, you're going to get a little oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil. I like grapeseed oil because it's loaded with all those amazing antioxidants in grapeseed, from the grapeseed. And here's my sugar. I'm gonna get a little bowl. So you just wanna take your raw sugar. You can do this with salt too, like sea salt. I prefer the raw sugar. It is not as jagged. It will dissolve a little bit quicker. And the bonus, of course there's a bonus, is that the sugar has a natural glycolic acid in it, so you're going to get the benefit of that as an acid exfoliator versus the manual friction exfoliator. So that's just a little bit, and then we'll add like, maybe like a spoonful and a half of grapeseed oil and a little bit of essential oil. This is sweet orange. It's super uplifting and brightening. This is just the one I picked because it smells really, really good and it was on sale. It was on sale for like $3.50 at Whole Foods. So you're gonna put like, maybe like 7 drops in there, kind of just gauge depending on how much you're doing, and then mix it up. Now, this is gonna exfoliate rough calluses, hands and feet, the whole entire body. You should not put this on your face. Never put sea salt or brown sugar or sugar on your face. Okay? We're cool? Yeah, too rough, too abrasive. It's gonna cause little tiny scratches and stuff. So fine for your body though, not for the face. Use the baking soda, remember? If you don't, rewind. So now this is, oh my gosh, this smells delicious. This is even really cute to put in a little container and bring to a friend as like a little hostess gift, like a little homemade body scrub. So you're just going to add a little bit of water, you'll see it'll emulsify, and then just massage it and rinse, and it'll rinse away really, really nicely. Again, you do want to be careful if you're using it in the shower because the oil will get onto the floor, so just be cautious of that. You don't want to tumble. But super nice, and I have actually done this before when I was going on to one of the home shopping channels, and they have to see my hands, and my cuticles were like ratchet, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't have a scrub on me. So I literally took like face oil from my toiletry kit, and then like some sugar packets, and like G.I. Joe, like MacGyvered a scrub out of it. So I was very proud of myself. Anyway, so that one's great for for body and feet and hands, not face. Moving on, let's go do some hair stuff. So here we have some Sprite and some Coke, and you're probably like, I know. Well, first of all, yes, I did take a couple sips, and some of them were actually for product testing, so don't judge. This is a really old school celeb hairstyling trick for tousled waves and texture. And I've tried it, and I like it. So, for instance, last week I was traveling for Christmas, and I was at my parents' house, and I didn't bring my big thing of like tousled texture spray because of the TSA stuff, because I couldn't bring it on the plane. I totally spaced on this, and I should have remembered, because what you do is you take a little bottle like this, half water, half soda. Light colored hair, light colored soda. Dark colored hair, dark colored soda. Very easy. Clean hair, towel dry, spray it in, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. You can shake it and let it air dry. You can blow dry. You're gonna get really nice texture. Girls, if you're looking for that very like beachy, tousled, I spent all day reading Glamour on the beach and like Instagramming my pedicure in the sand look, this is perfect. You want to take your hair, split it after you sprayed it in, take it in 2 like big Princess Leia buns, and let it kind of dry like that. And when you take it out, just shake it, and you'll have this really, really awesome beachy, wavy texture. I was really actually impressed with this. I liked the texture and volume that it gave my hair, and it didn't make my hair feel really dry like some of the sprays can, the texture sprays. You can make an at-home spray for texture, like a beach spray with salt. I don't like a lot of the ones that have too much salt because A, the salt can dry out your hair, and if you color your hair, the salt can actually pull out your toner and fade your color. So I prefer things like this that don't have too much salt in them. So this was actually really fun. I would only keep this for about a week. You can keep it in the fridge because remember, these aren't going to stay as long as your regular products would, and they're just for filling. But this is great, like if you're at like your boyfriend's house or your mom's house and they don't have texturizing spray, Coca-Cola and Sprite to the rescue. No, you cannot use diet soda. You need the sugar. That's what creates all that great texture. So moving on to our last, but certainly not least, hair hack. We've got beer and apple cider vinegar and a little spray bottle. So beer. This is like super old school. My mom used to tell me that she would do this and I was like, oh my God, you're such a hippie, like rinsing your hair with beer. But what this does is if you rinse your hair with beer, it will actually give you a lot of shine and pump up the hair shaft because the yeast is gonna kind of help to aid in pumping up that volume. So wash your hair, rinse it out. You can pour the beer through or kind of like, you know, like that. You're gonna wanna let it stay in for a couple of minutes and then rinse with really, 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 really cold water. The colder the water, the shinier the hair. I learned that from Monsieur Frederick Fekkai when I used to do his personal appearances back on the East Coast. So I mean, and honestly, beer, it doesn't matter which one you choose. Don't choose a light beer. You want, again, kind of like the soda, the full flavor. This is El Guero. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I took French. Blonde ale. You can, that's why I chose it. Made sense to me. And I mean, honestly, if your hair is really short, you don't use all of it, you can drink it. If you're 21 again. So awesome for volume and shine. Another trick for shine is apple cider vinegar. This is also a great clarifier. If you use a lot of product's gonna build up on the hair shaft, it can weigh hair down, it can also look really dull. Apple cider vinegar is going to strip all of that without over drying and stripping the hair. An easy way to do this is 2 parts of cider vinegar to 1 part water. Wash your hair, rinse it, and then spray really, really generously. Comb it through with a wide tooth comb and then rinse with cold water. Again, you want to leave it in for a couple minutes to do its trick. This is brilliant for shine. Apple cider vinegar is kind of like baking soda in the fact that it's got like a gajillion uses around the house and for beauty. Ironically, they're opposite on the pH scale, but I think they're still BFFs. So super simple. Again, this was like $1.89 at Target. 2 parts cider vinegar, 1 part water. You can actually just leave that in your shower for a little bit too and use that like as an in-shower toner. There are other brands that sell them for like $30 a bottle and you can make your own for like $1.25, $2. You're welcome. I just saved you like 30 bucks. I'll put my address in the end. So that's it for Kitchen Beauty Hawks. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have some to share, what you've tried, what you loved, what you didn't like. Like I said, I was pretty much happy with all of these. Again, I don't think they're gonna replace my everyday products, but I do like them for something fun and something different, and I would certainly try them again. So, like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and take a look at the end of the channel to see all of my social media so you can follow me and see what I'm up to. At GregorsLA for Instagram and Twitter, and follow my blog at GregoryDillonBeauty.com/blog. Until then, have an awesome new year, be safe, and keep it beautiful.